So what if your own personal AI assistant could be, I don't know, a developer, a researcher, an artist, even a musician? Well, that's not just some far-off idea. It's actually happening right now thanks to OpenClaw Skills. It's this massive community-built library that lets you teach your local AI pretty much anything you can dream up.
I mean, think about the AI assistants we use every day. They're useful, sure, but they have their limits. What if you could just completely shatter those limits? Teach it new skills, hook it up to any service, build your own custom automations. And the best part, your data never, ever leaves your own machine.
And that's exactly the promise of OpenClaw. It's an AI assistant that runs, well, locally, right on your computer. And that's the big deal here. You get all the incredible power of modern AI, but without shipping your data off to some server in the cloud. You have total control, and you have complete privacy.
And you gotta love this. The project has a real sense of humor about its own journey. As the creators put it, it was formerly known as Moltbot, and originally Clawdbot. The identity crisis, they say, is included at no extra charge. It just gives the whole project a really great human personality, doesn't it?
So how does it learn all this stuff? Well, OpenClaw gets its new abilities through what are called skills. You can basically think of them as code packages that give it new powers. Honestly, the best analogy is an app store, but for your own personal AI. You just download new capabilities whenever you want. And when I say the possibilities are huge, I mean, it's genuinely staggering. To really get a feel for the scale here, let's dive into some of the major categories in this universe of skills and just see what's actually possible. Okay, so the skills cover a massive spectrum. For all you developers out there, there are these deep integrations with other AIs and large language models, letting you build out some seriously complex workflows. Then, for the infrastructure pros and the automators, there's a whole suite of DevOps tools. We're talking about automating services on AWS, Azure, you name it. And it's not just for coding. For the creators, you can tap into skills for generating images and videos with amazing tools like Comfy UI and Remotion. It's incredibly versatile.
Now this is really interesting. You can see right here where the community is putting its energy. AI and LLMs is at the very top, followed super closely by search and research, and then DevOps. This tells you a story, right? This is a community that's building tools for itself. Tools for thinking, for finding information, and for building things.
And this is where it gets really fun. The range is just incredible. On one hand, you have these super powerful tools like God Mode for agent coaching, but then you have things like Moltbot. And get this, it's a literal social network for AIs to talk to each other. And then there's just pure fun, like skills to control Winamp or even play Pokemon Red. Amazing. So where is all of this awesome stuff coming from? Well, it's all powered by the community. Let's take a look at how this whole ecosystem works, from this giant public registry down to a really high-quality curated collection. Okay, get ready for this number. The full, unfiltered public registry, it has over 3,000 community-built skills. I mean, wow. That just shows you how incredibly active and engaged this community really is. But you know, who has the time to sift through 3,000 different skills? That's exactly why this curated collection is such a lifesaver. It filters all that down to over 1,700 of the most useful and reliable ones. And let's be real, that curation process is everything. The people maintaining this list have done the hard work of filtering out all the noise. You know, things like spam, duplicates, non-English skills, and they've even tried to remove skills that could be risky. It adds this really crucial layer of trust. All right, I know what you're thinking. This is cool, but how do I actually use it? Well, the good news is it's ridiculously simple. Let's just walk through how you can get your very first skill installed. So you've got a couple of ways to do this. The recommended way, for anyone who's comfortable in a terminal, is using the ClawHub command line tool. It's literally one line, npx clawhub at latest, install, and then the name of the skill. Bam, done. Or, you know, you can go old school and just manually copy the skills folder right into your OpenClaw Skills directory. But if you want the absolute drop-dead, simple, feels like magic way to do it, check this out. You just find a skill you like on GitHub, copy the URL of the repository, and paste it directly into the OpenClaw chat window. The assistant literally installs it for you. It does not get any easier than that. So look, with over 1,700 curated skills right at your fingertips, everything from automating your cloud setup to generating art to creating a social life for your AI, the only real question left is, what are you going to build?